people. I'm honored to have this opportunity to speak to you briefly. I have such fond memories of my time as a trainer in Prague. My first time was with Iman Waardman, maybe in 2017. I don't know exactly. He was in love with Prague and passed his enthusiasm on to me. Unfortunately, he was already ill at that time, which I wasn't aware of, and had trouble concentrating. What he still did, however, as a matter of course, was to follow the client's body. And then something authentic and meaningful unfolded. He was a psychotherapist from the beginning, from the very beginning, just like Lois Berquin and Martin Howald. And I had the privilege of building on their legacy and experiencing the further development of the PESO method, witnessing, placeholders, principles, movies, tools to support the therapeutic process. Now that I am of a certain age myself, I feel particularly connected to PESO's underlying vision, which transcends the practice of therapy, but is, in my view, essential when I consider how PESO therapy can be a tool for protecting and fostering mature humanity in the future. It's not about techniques or interventions, but more about the vision on human development. This is a moment at this Congress to look back and to look forward. But looking forward in a way, I come back at the beginning state of PBSP. Those blocks on which PBSP has been built. The dancers, the movement, the expression, the theater. Isn't it a theater of the mind we bring to life on the stage of the here and now and on the stage of the structure? Like Elle said in the interview of What Sustains Me, on the inspiration he got from Martha Graham, every bit of her movement came from an inner state. There was some modulation, but she stayed with the inner quality of it. And it's about a relationship with existence inside. He also said PBSP is more than body-oriented therapy. It's a comprehensive therapy. It tries to encompass all parts of human development. And looking at us humans and all living creatures in the world, shouldn't we be impressed by its ingenuity? And that's my thought, shouldn't we be modest looking at it? He often started a lecture with the sentence, "What is life all about?" He talked about a feeling that everything in a way is alive, that we are all part of a totality, not a fragmentation. The world is split in different dogmas, he said, but underneath all that, it's all connected. We are all part of the same stuff. We are part of a huge singularity, which is the cosmos itself. The cosmos is so enormous and so complex. We can only be speechless in the face of it. It's all about connection, the sense of being connected to that ultimate reality. We are endlessly becoming. Thinking about our work as psychotherapists, the same is true. In doing psychotherapy, there is the pitfall of becoming reductionists, looking at symptoms, trying to solve problems, using technical interventions. Maybe that's a property of our brains, which only can understand the world that way. And I'm not surprised that Al, at the end of his life, was fascinated by quantum theories, because in quantum mechanics, you cannot reuse a particle to its properties. It opens doors to another way of looking to the so-called apparent reality. It invites us, and Al gave permission to this, to let PBSP unfold and evolve, not by adding new interventions and new techniques, but by trusting the hidden process in each one of us. Not by fragmentation, but by being curious, being open, and embracing whatever comes from the inner state. Being the co-director when making the inner state visible in the theater of the structure, lovingly accepting the movement that comes, shape, counter-shape. And then there's the figure of the witness entering the scene, the impartial observer of the reactions the visible theater evokes in the client. The client can internalize this quality of non-judgmental observation. This provides a foundation for further development. A process is set in motion that can lead to a lasting new awareness in the client. So, thinking of the future of PBSP, we only have to look back and cherish the fundamentals of the method, the connection with the true self, authenticity, movement, expression, theater, witnessing all that and becoming aware. I really think it's a pity I cannot be on the Congress. I have my holidays in that time in Italy. But I wish you a very good Congress, and I hope my speech has made some small contribution to thinking about the future of PBSP. Thank you so much.